All right, so I'm sure at this point most of y'all have heard about the CNN article about the 62 million visits to the website, that led to this, what they call a Grape Academy. And I'm sure y'all have seen a lot of the debate about it. And, it wasn't really 62 million and blah, blah, blah. So I thought it would be good for us to do some fact checking on that subject. Okay. So, first of all, the article did say 62 million visits in that month. And yes, that does not mean 62 million individual men. So that is accurate. In addition, um, only maybe about 1,000 or around there men actually participated in the off-site Telegram chat group, which they're calling the Grape Academy. Also accurate. Now, context, so facts are important, but context is also important. Okay, so here's the thing 62 million hits a month to this website, which is called motherless.com. I'm going to get into a little detail on that in a second here. And then out of those hits, that's not 62 million men. I'm sure there are a lot of repeat visitors. So the actual number of men would be much lower than that. And then some of these men apparently communicated either in comments or chats on this motherless website, and then decided to move it off of that website onto Telegram, which I'm sure a lot of you are also familiar with. Telegram is one of those things, it is a almost entirely unmoderated space, and it has been used for great good and evil. Evil, for instance, it was used in the Enthrums case in South Korea. Good, it's been used in a lot of resistance movements, including the Umbrella Revolution, just as an example. Um, so all of that is factual. But let's talk about the type of men that are visiting this initial site, Motherless. Because there are a lot more men visiting that site than actually taking part in this Telegram group chat. Okay, so are those men innocent? Can we count them as being not the bad ones? Well, first of all, I can't really show you anything off of this website, but I did go on there to do some research, and it's disturbing, to say the least. Now, Motherless is a website that was founded in 2005, um, which primarily features free user uploaded videos. So a lot of its videos are like homemade, or at least feel homemade. And it's known for having some of the most extreme content that you can legally obtain, let's say, because the website itself always has used, what is it called, DCMA laws as shields, basically saying they're not responsible for the content that people upload to their sites, kind of like how Twitter does. But the website is known to not just be a corn site. It is known to be a hardcore corn site that especially caters to extremely violent videos, extremely videos that seem non-consensual. They have a lot of very popular categories such as sleep, bound, helpless, unwilling. Do you catch my drift? This isn't just regular run of the mill corn. So when we're debating between 62 million visits or however many millions of men that actually represents versus the 1,000 or however many actually took that to its fullest, furthest extreme and acted on it, I have to say that guys who are seeking out this kind of content are part of the problem. You can't say, oh, it wasn't these millions of men, it was only 1,000, when this is the primary type of content that's hosted on this website. And I watched some of it, and yeah, I can't even tell you. I can't. I'm sorry. I'll get my video taken down. But yeah, it's not just 1,000 men, okay? And in addition, let's say, okay, well, they're watching legal things. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Shows something wrong with their psychology, but it's fine, legally speaking, except how many of them also saw the comments and messages and stuff that these men were making on the initial Corn website that led them to go off onto Telegram and actually plan how to commit crimes. That is why so many women say it's all men until it's no men.